Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another Sunday evening of league racing with RTG. We're on the 8th round of this season in the Sunday tier, in their 10th season, of course. And yeah, a bit of an intimate grid tonight with 14 drivers, and we're here at the Hungary ring. And that's 4.361 kilometres in length, 2.722 miles. It's a small circuit as well, on 14 corners, also known as the Monaco without the walls. It looks like we've only got we've got all three, of the championship leaders, the top three. Spread out a little bit more now, but hopefully we've still got enough time for that gap to be closed. And hopefully we'll have a little bit more of an exciting race than we did today in Baku. It wasn't the best, but saying that, I'm with Lee. I don't even know if Lee's seen it yet.
Nope, I haven't, so no spoilers, please.
Shush, yeah, no, it was no spoilers, but it wasn't A grade. So going back to that championship, Lee. We've got 180 points for... Oh no! He's made a terrible error. He's gone and got Thursday standings. Give me one moment. I've messed up.
Soy sausage.
And I've sent you one as well, Lee, so apologies for that. Right, we are going to have drivers on laps already. As you can see, Josh McGill, who is in third place in the championship now. We got them up proper. 160 points for Short Marcus in first place, 144 for Nice Job Mate. So he's 16 points behind now, and 129 points for the man you're watching right now, Josh McGill. So he's 21 points. No, sorry, 21 points behind. So he's still in it, but that missed race he had last week is not going to help his chances now with the championship.
The only way we'd be able to get that back is if one of the other drivers ahead makes an error, I would say.
Yeah, or if he starts off by sticking it on pole, which he has provisionally for the time being, with a 116.167. With Joe Bradley in second, now third, with a 117.567. Then we had Aki with a 16.837, and now we've had Matthew, which I was telling the missus just before we started that he's been a bit renowned, Lee, for the last few weeks of putting in pole position times right at the very end of the session.
Well, it seems that he's starting off early today.
It seems so. Very, very close between him and Josh McGill.
Yeah, what's that, 100th of a second between them, pretty much. So it is quite close, I would say.
So we've got drivers starting laps a little later on now, and someone just finished it. Chuckle, the championship leader in Thursday, soon to be crowned in Thursday, but is now flying high in Sunday qualifying on the provisional pole position. So else we've got Chuck on a lap. We've got Linny B, of course, in the comments as always on a Sunday. Didn't catch what it said though, just caught the end of it, so we might have to fill us in on that one as we're watching Chuckle.
So I hope everyone enjoys today's race. And here's hoping it's going to be a good one. Of course, seeing Chuck coming across the line, setting his time, going into P4 for 116.609. Nice job, mate, just coming around the final corner now to set his lap. 6th place for the 117 flat. That was on the medium compound zone. Bit interesting. So, I think it's AJ Baker right now. He's the next guy who's going to be able to settle up this chicane. Kinda reminiscent of what's that one? It's like the old Australia.
Adelaide.
No, the corner. It's gone now though. The corner, I mean. And where it used to be straight. Well, it is straight now, sorry. It used to be just like a wee right-left chicane.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Yeah, 9, 10.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Is it Aki?
Oh, AJ Baker.
Oh, sorry, AJ Baker, not Aki.
Yep. From 17. Oh, 16 thousandths of a second between him and nice job, mate. Now, it's quite interesting, we've not seen Irvin or Tidgeman come out of the garage yet. We've still been just sitting there, patiently waiting.
Yeah.
Whether this be some sort of ploy to save tyres, or such.
With you.
Oh, just not long after I've said that, as Irvin came out of the garage to set his final. Oh, he's on his out lap now. See Josh McGill just making his way around one now.
Just started another lap. Then as he comes into turn 2. And then easy flat out in the Grand Prix car, turn 3. And through turn 4, he doesn't take a lot of risk there, Lee, towards the curb as he makes his way through turn 5, lacking confidence here. Maybe he's still on 100% battery actually, maybe he's... Yeah, well he's just cut over the curb there of the chicane of turns 6 and 7, so I think he'll be going this lap. He's got enough fuel to do a run. And he's got a full battery as well.
On board with short Marcus now, as he's coming into turn 4 now. Got to be careful on the apex of turn 5 there. Don't want to be getting too much on that curb, as it could easily just unbalance the car and just spit you out.
So here goes
sections.
Who are we with at the moment, Lee? Sorry?
Short Marcus, he's just came into sector 3 there. He's only got 2 more turns to go now. Let's see what time he's going to be able to put on the board, as he came out on the intermediate tyres at first.
He takes provisional pole position. It's a Red Bull 1-2, something we're very used to seeing at this moment in time.
Ugh.
Yeah, for once, Lee, we agree on that. As we've got Ernie Burney now in the session. Oh, Irvine is spun at the penultimate corner, turn 13, hit the barrier and now lost his front wing for good measure as well. But silver linings and all that, he's just at the pit entry where he spun, so could have been worse.
Yeah, that is always a bit of a, I would say, less of an impact when it's just right there, right at the pit entry.
Yeah. So, in other news, you'll understand why I asked him a specific question a minute ago. So, in other news, we will be staying for season 11 of RTG, but Thursday's staying the same, but I believe Sunday's moving to a Wednesday from next season. And 1 second.
Yep. So, we'll come across the line. Oh, and he is the first one into 1 minute 15s. 1:15.973. Nicely done from him. Taking that pole position away from his teammate. Saying, nice job, mate. Looks like he's purple in sector 2. What time is he going to be able to put on the boards? He's coming around turn 13 now. Oh, getting a little bit squirrely there on the exit. Here he is pushing as much as he can. Oh man, just to get it into P3, unfortunately. 1:16.1 on the dot.
Sorry about that.
That's alright.
Yeah, as I said, we'll be back next season. I thought Lee was going to carry it on, but he didn't. Back next season on a Wednesday and a Thursday. I think Thursday is still going to stay the full qualifying, and Wednesday will be the format we have today. But as I said, on a Wednesday. So basically, thanks, Prof, for keeping us. Thanks.
So, let's see if you look.
Ernie Burney.
He comes across the line.
Oh,
he's just...
Yeah, we've got Ernie Burney. He was late joining us. He's now started a lap.
Oh, I was thinking there, I was like, there's one extra car in here right now.
Yeah.
Somebody sneaked it past. So, let's see what the Aston Martin driver's going to be able to do. No, was that okay? Yeah, and Bernie's going across, coming around turn 13 now. Not fully confident, I would say, on that turn in there, getting back on the power. 1:17.2 now. He's going to want to get up any higher. He's going to need to improve his time by quite a bit. There's no seen Tedgman even come out yet.
No, and we've just seen Short Marcus spin at turn 5 on his outlap.
He's just getting the tyres warmed up, that's all.
Yeah. He's getting prepared for his formation lap.
2 seconds.
No worries. Just watching Joe Bradley. He's 2/10 up on his time as it stands through sector 2. As we make our way round the final corner now, 180 degrees, back the way we came, onto the start-finish straight. And where's this going to put him? He stays 13th, doesn't improve his time to 1:17.343, but unfortunately doesn't improve with his positioning. So drivers now just starting to make their way out. As we said for the last couple of weeks, we've just got over 3 minutes to go in the session, so this is about the time we'll start seeing drivers come out for their final run. And we've got Short Marcus on a lap as he makes his way into turn 4. He uses as much of the track as he possibly could as he now makes his way through the tricky turn 5 and then down to the slow right left, probably the slowest 2 corners on the circuit, and then to the left of 8 and then the right of 9 as he goes wide off the track and then invalidates because of that. He has got he's got enough fuel on board. Has he got the battery to do it? I don't think he's just cut, which is allowed in RTG. He has cut turn 12. To be fair, if he just hasn't got the fuel, that's the problem. So Tegeman is just starting his first and only attempt in qualifying. Let's hope he thrives in the pressure though.
Yeah, it's the only way that he's going to be able to get a good qualifying position is he's only going to be able to get in one, possibly 2 laps if he's done a back-to-back. Even then he's not going to have the ERS required for the second lap really, so it's all or nothing right now for the Mercedes man. He's coming through the twisty section of sector 2.
He makes his way around turn 11, first dab of the brakes before back onto that loud pedal again. So we make our way down there. Make our way down that short straight towards turn 12, and then 180 degrees at turn 13, and 180 degrees at turn 14, back onto the start finish straight, DRS wide open to the line. What's he going to do? 1:17.3, so 3 drivers in the 17.3s and 1 in the 17.2s.
Well, we've seen Lee Craig just coming around to finish his lap. Nope, that's no lap, I think.
Yeah, he's just starting his lap. We've got Ernie Burney as well, just about to start a lap as well. So we've got quite a few drivers, we've got 3 of them late, still to cross the line. And Ernie Burney gets in there just in time. So
Chuck's going to be the first one across the line, it seems, to finish his lap. He's just going around the final corner now, DRS final stretch to the line. Only improves that 1/4 of a second. Enough to move him up to 6th place.
So Tegeman in the pits. I think we're going to have a Red Bull up next. It's Chuckle. And I think we've got Matty Jones after that. As Chuckle improves to a 1:15.829. As Matty has dived into the pit lane. Josh McGill gets on the front row, but it isn't close enough for pole. Who's got up next? Lee. Matthew's in the pits.
It's Aki. Aki's jumping the pits.
AJ Baker up next. Moves up to 6th. Nice job, mate. Is into the pits. He invalidated. Ernie Burney across the line. Stays 13th.
That's it.
That's it. Chuckles on pole. So 2 Red Bulls in very similar places as usual, and an Aston Martin, to be fair. And a Mercedes. Apart from the Alfa Romeo, nothing looks wrong there in real life terms.
I would say so.
There's no Ferraris here today though. It is quite noticeable. I always notice when there's no Ferraris.
Yeah?
But it's always been there, hasn't it? So when it's not there, it seems a bit odd.
True.
You know, just waffling.
Yeah.
So, RTG is on pole for this Hungarian Grand Prix in the Sunday tier with Josh McGill alongside him. Short Marcus is in 3rd, Nice Job Mate joins him on row 2. Matthew is 5th, 6th is AJ Baker, Chuck is 7th, Aki is 8th, 9th is Prof, NUFC Irvine is 10th, 11th is Matty Jones, Lee Craig is 12th, 13th is Ernie Burney, Tej Man is 14th, Joe Bradley is 15th, and last over 1.5 seconds behind the pole position man.
So, moving on to the main event. I didn't even count how many laps it is. I completely
35.
forgot. There you go. 35 laps of racing here at the Hungary Ring.
So short circuit, 2.72 miles. As it's cloudy day.
Oh.
Cloudy day. So we're just waiting for the drivers to sort out their strategies for the race. I imagine it'll be a one-stop. As usual, we usually just see medium and hard tyres. Don't really ever see the softs. I'm kind of missing that old rule now, Lee. The top 10.
A little, yeah.
At least it mixed it up. At least you knew there was gonna be soft people on soft tyres, but anyhow. So we said 35. Go on.
No, listen, but anywho, I mean, it does mix it up a bit. I mean, but back then I always thought it was a little bit unfair for like the midfield teams, because then they would have to go into the soft tyres. Really, they couldn't maybe just slip in with the mediums. Really.
Yeah. So tyres, yeah, as predicted, top 2 on mediums. Second row is on hards together, and then we've got 5th place on the mediums, 6th and 7th they're on hards, and then 2 mediums again, 2 McLarens, Aki and Prof. It's Irvine on the hards, mediums for Matty Jones, Lee Craig on the hards, and then the bottom 3 are on medium tyres. So as we just said, you don't really ever see the softs anymore.
I think Tej, as it was, we were waiting on the timer to tick down, it looked like Tijman was kind of contemplating possibly a soft start, maybe anticipating that there might be a safety car at the start of this Grand Prix, just in case, as we do know what the circuit can be like at times.
So we have to wait. So talking about Championship, Lee, no one can obviously win it today. They're too close together. But as you said, Josh McGill and Nice Job Mate, they both need to be praying that Short Marcus has a bad race today. And they're all in situ with each other as well, Lee. 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are quite close together. They'll probably be in a party together, actually, I would say.
Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Short Marcus has got it in his favour. Short Marcus has got his helper with Sergio Chuckle in first place. So anyway, we're about to get underway. We've got the last driver just formed up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away for the Sunday tier in RTG at Hungary. And Chuckle has got a very good start, but also has Nice Job Mate on the hards. The 2 drivers on the hards seem to have got the better start, actually, as we go down into turn 1. Josh McGill trying to go around the outside of the Red Bull. He's not able to get it done just yet, though. As we go towards turn 2, Short Marcus has dropped a position. He goes way too late on the brakes and now tries to recover it and does, and goes around the outside. Maybe that was intentional there from the Red Bull drivers who make our way up the hill towards turn 4. And around turn 4 we go. Quite an uneventful in terms of crashes, Lee, in the first half of the lap. And spins.
Yep, it was just seen battling away, Matty Jones and Tidman there. They're side by side, and there's contact at the chicane! Oh, and Matty Jones is around. He had the inside for the first of the corners, but that led to being on the outside, and just a small tap is all it took. And there we go, there's Prof around also at turn 11. Now it's noticed at the start of this race, Joe Bradley got an amazing start, but unfortunately picked the wrong position for the start of turn 1.
I was just amazed how good the hard tyres were right in the first phase.
Yeah, because right now you could see that all the hard runners have moved up a position, at least. I think there's only Nice Job Mate who's the only one who's went down a position. And AG Baker just one position, and that's it.
So it's medium hard, so it says, well, obviously no one started on the soft, so it's saying soft, medium, medium, but that would equate to either medium, soft, medium, or medium, medium, soft, which would, if you're going to do a 2-stop, that's the way to do it. Have the quickest tyres on with the, as Matthew, looked like he almost spun there actually, as we were on in the camera inside the curb there. Actually looked like he spun. Maybe a bit of a lag issue there, but yeah, having the softs on at the end with the lighter car with the best tyres, that's the best way to go about it.
I would say so, unless you end up with ends up a safety car early on, in which case I would help you out if you were on the soft tyres at the start. But I'm looking like Lee Craig is looking for a move on Irvine by the looks of things.
He certainly is.
Into that slipstream, he's moving to the inside. It looks like he's going to be litter on the brakes. He's giving him a little bit of a squeeze. Nicely done, but that's going to leave Irvine vulnerable to Aki, who's just went and slipped up the right hand side of Irvine. Nicely done there. Now Tidgeman's like, he's smelling the vulnerability of the Haas up ahead. He'll be sniffing away like a bloodhound. Ooh, he's having a wee peek there, which he was, but he realises it's quite a sticky situation to try and overtake at this part of the track.
So the top
could start finish.
1 second then.
So Josh McGill, he's going to have the DRS this time around. Is he going to be able to get a move done on Chuckle, or is he going to be too far back? I think he's just going to be edging it up. Nice job, mates, around at the last corner. And he's down into 13th. The hard tyres just went and messed him right up there.
Well, that's not good for his championship hopes.
Oh, and Bernie, the other Aston Martin's round, turn 1.
Well, yeah, struggling to get it back on track and off the grass. Of course, old school circuit here, it's gravel traps and grass to stop you on some runoff, but actually, it's big gravel. I don't know if there's any gravel actually here.
Turn 4, I think. Turn 6. I think that's the only parts there is.
Definitely grass though. Oh, it's Ernie Burney's round again. And he's reset to track. Tut tut. So, back towards the final corner again is Josh McGill going to be able to have a go at getting past Chuckle. Short Marcus is now round in the same place as his championship rival did. Nice job, mate. Has he lost any front wing as well, or has he saved it? I think he saved it actually in a Red Bull, so he's done a bit of a Sebastian Vettel, Lee.
I think in all honesty, one of the best things that I've seen was in the Red Bull was from starting when he was in. I think it was Brazil. It was absolutely bucketing down around.
And now we've missed it. Josh has got past Chuckle, and where Short Marcus is at the moment, this is looking a bit better for Josh McGill. Realistically though, Lee, he's got to win every race from now on to have a chance, really.
2 seconds.
As we go onto the start-finish straight once again with the front two. And now Chuckle is spun at the final corner. Is someone put down some grease there or something? It's honestly so strange. They've all done the same thing. He's now going to be overtaken by Short Marcus.
It's like Waluigi's put in banana peels or something.
Yeah, I know. Am I watching Mario Karts here?
Ah.
Need to skid.
Right, somebody, what's got the blue shell?
Well, you say that. Who's going to have the star? It's Chuckle or Short Marcus is really needing it right now.
Craig. Lee Craig had that mushroom there anyway. Getting past Chuckle there. Up at the P7. Oh, and Chuckle's down again. What? Up
he went a little bit wide. Yeah, he has got damage, I think.
Tell before, great, better cameras.
Yes. No, he hasn't.
Unless it might just be the tyres.
Tyres overheated. Yeah.
Yep. Genius. Smart. So we've got Owen Craig right up the tail end of this McLaren ahead. It looks like you could get a move done with the aid of the DRS, but it is going to be a tough end, I would say. Yeah, he's too far back for that.
Chuckle in the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Two
He
stopping.
did have damage.
He did have damage. Yeah, and he's going to two stop.
Like that was weird. It didn't look like he had any damage to it. I think that's the first time I've seen that. I'm saying, nice job, mate. He's just putting the fastest lap. He's now at 119 flat. So that will change just fuel loads, get down.
And new tyres are put on.
Yep.
So we've got, it's quite close in the midfield actually, Lee. Very close up to fourth. There's obviously some people out of the DRS window, but it is a bit of a train.
Yep, definitely. I mean, I would go even to say up to third.
Oh yeah, sorry, third, yeah. That's what I meant.
From 9th to 3rd, there's only like a second between each driver. Oh, you see Joe Bradley and Tidgman swapping places up. Tidgman's around at turn 13. Oh, and it looks like a spear on wheels. That ain't gonna be any good in the corners, unfortunately, mate. So, into the pits he goes. The front wing for him. still there? Or have you forgot this?
I did a year. I just realised I was on mute.
Yep.
I was just commentating to, well, I was going to say myself, but it's not me, only me in the room actually. So, and Chuckle with the fastest lap of the race, and has brought that time down to Prof significantly actually in the last few laps. Aki is round at turn 4. But what I was saying about, I was talking when I was on mute about short Marcus trying to make progress where he'd spun before, and saying how he's now going to be quite wary through turn 14 as a few of them. As wow, is Aki looks like he's spun again. He's got up on the curb there and actually got beached on the curb for a moment. And is now down in 11th place.
Oh, and my Jones is around at turn 12 there.
Oh,
I
no.
just caught that. This is what happens when everyone goes for too little downforce.
Yes, that is the problem here. It is hard to overtake here, and with equal car performance, the only speed performance you get is getting some of that downforce off. But subsequently, when the tyres start going off with the less downforce, yeah, you start going off. Yeah. It also makes your tyres suffer more as well in the middle sector.
Oh yeah, definitely. Having that less downforce will mean that your tyres will be going off a lot quicker, as they're not getting an adequate amount of grip going around each corner, and it'll end up encouraging more and more understeer. We're seeing short Marcus, he is sniffing at them exhaust fumes of AJ Baker. Of course, you can't really say that as much now. It's Formula 1 getting cleaner and cleaner emissions every single year, but it looks like short Marcus is going for a move. He's going to be moving to the inside. Yes, he is. And he gets a bit later on the brakes, but it looks like AJ Baker's still sticking it along the side. But nope, short Marcus manages to make that move stick before they get into the braking zone of turn 2. Now he's got Chuck just ahead of him. He's going to be going after that third position relatively shortly. He's still in that DRS window.
Yeah, he certainly is. I was going to say it was master versus apprentice there. They literally. It was Obi-Wan Red Bull and AlphaTauri Skywalker. That's what it was. Geek of the week.
So we've got Prof right behind Joe Bradley. Now Joe Bradley, he's came up from 15th place if I remember right.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, we've got a first time penalty of the day.
Oh, Matty Jones, what you did, bro? Now, is Prof going to be able to make this move on Joe Bradley, or is he going to just sit behind? I think sitting behind would be the wise thing to do and just let that battery build back up a little. And just stay cool. Short Marcus closing that gap on Chuck. You'll be able to see that flashing light of the Alpine head. You'll be able to know that that battery is draining quite quickly. He's not able to get as much energy as he would like into that battery store. Who'd that around? Tidgeman at turn 1.
So people struggling, as you said, it's the downforce, struggling with traction out of corners. Looking like a lot of drivers try to take off a lot of rear downforce as we're back onto the start-finish straight with Short, Marcus and Chuck. And Chuck is indecently flashing there as we go towards turn 1.
Did you just say indecently flashing?
It's hungry, mate. What can you do? I've got to spice it up a little bit as we see. Yeah.
Joe Bradley and Prof side by side at turn 1. Prof's on the outside now. It's going to be turned to the inside for turn 2, and nicely done there. Moving up into 8th place. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Now only sector 3. Who'd it be? Oh, it'd be Prof's teammate of Aki who's around. And now he's going to be battling with Tidgeman here. He's only just put on these hard compound tyres, so yeah, this isn't what he's wanting. As you can see, I think them tyres are pretty buggered right now.
Yeah, they certainly are. So back with Short, Marcus and Chuck, who, just for an FYI, is still indecently flashing. I'm sure he will be down the street. That's my new favourite saying in Formula 1 now.
Yep. Short, Marcus.
Yeah, as he goes to the inside, I don't think there's going to be much of a defence. Well, clearly not, as he...
You say that.
Say that. Jinx. As we go down towards turn
Safety.
2, we have a safety car.
Safety car, yep, Tidgeman.
Now, me and Lee don't usually like the old safety car, but that's made things very interesting. Josh McGill is not going to be a happy boy.
Come on, Aki, stay out. Do what you can. Stay out, please. Josh, let him past. Just so we can get on the lap
Shame,
again.
I bet none of them are watching, but as we see Chuckle into the pits and on his way back out. It is cloudy. I don't think we're going to have rain. We haven't had rain for quite a while, Lee, both days actually.
Yeah, true. That would be quite interesting, but it looks like the sun is still peeking through the clouds a little. Not much, but still there just a little bit.
Aki does stay out. Drive-through penalty for Matty Jones. Speeding under the safety car. Oh no.
Naughty.
There's definitely chance for a second safety car. I would try and stick with it. I understand why people don't want to. It really does crush the soul when you get that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this is one of those places where multiple safety cars can happen even on reduced, which I think we're running today.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe quick peek. I mean, it's just like that's one song. Anything could happen. Let's see. Yep, so it's reduced. So.
But anyway, and Aki's going to be back on the lead lap again, which is good. Because I think even if he pits now, Lee, I think he would still come out ahead of that safety car as well.
Yeah, you will. You will.
And he's decided not to anyway.
Yep. Good
Just
thing
a shame about
that.
Ernie, isn't it? Just a shame about Ernie Bernie.
Yeah, but the one thing about that is his tyres will be able to come into their own a lot quicker than all the rest of the drivers out there, with him being, well, him a nice job, I would say.
Yeah, that is the one big advantage actually about catching up right at the very end of the safety car. Actually, at the back, it's the one big advantage you do get, rightfully so, I think, is having the heated up tyres straight away. But it is still a catch-22 with the fact that you are using tyre to catch up, where the other drivers are sat with cold tyres and they're not wearing out. So
yeah, definitely. So I reckon it'll probably be what this lap of night in.
Had Dan so put the tyre graphic up, which I will happily do so. Should have thought of that already, so thanks for prompting me. So we go on to lap 16. Aki's on 5-lap-old hard tyres, and this will be the lap we get back underway.
I better hope to catch up before the drivers get the message from race control to say that the safety car is in that lap, because I do remember that it does like to impose a little limiter on your car if you're not caught up in time, but hopefully he's just coming around turn 4 now. He should be caught up in the next couple of corners, just halfway through sector 2 now.
So everyone is stopped in this race, and 3 of them have stopped twice. Chuckle, nice job mate, and Matty Jones, and surely we'll have a safety car in this lap very quickly. 9 places lost for Chuckle, 6 places gained for Joe Bradley, who's now in 9th, who had Teamman now leave the session, who was the man to cause the safety car. The late safety car end. Josh McGill getting on the throttle, and he seems to have caught Matthew off guard there with Ernie Burney between them, and he's got a 1.6 second lead as we ride down towards turn 1. And as we do so, Short Marcus is going to try and go up the inside of Matthew as they stay side by side. It's going to be a drag towards turn 2. He's on the outside. Is he going to outbrake the Mercedes on the inside? Not just yet, he isn't. As we go around, he's now going to have the inside for turn 3, and he's up into 2nd place.
I was thinking that Matthew was going to be a wee bit cheeky and go for it going up to turn 4 there, try and play a little game of chicken there, but even he was like, nah, advising himself against it. That was a great battle between Marcus and Matthew there.
It certainly was, and with Short Marcus.
Oh. Sorry, it looked like Chuckle was going to go for a move into P8 there, passing Prof there.
Might be going for it this time. Nope. That is a place where you can go for it. He's not going to be long till Chuckle gets past Prof by the looks of things. We've still got another lap without the DRS, of course. He may not need the DRS with the launch he's getting out of turn 14 as he tucks behind the rear wing and then pulls out to the right hand side as we go down the hill towards turn 1. Reasonably comfortably ahead as he now comes into shot, and the Alpha Tauri Joe Bradley behind, looking dangerous as well, with McLaren certainly going to have to be looking in his mirrors now. As we go back up to the front lead, it's 7/10 between the top 2.
I just realised how I'm struggling to see the screen.
You not got your glasses on?
Yep. Oh, bet I've seen in 4K now.
As we're watching Prof getting a 3-second time penalty there, and Joe Bradley, Matty Jones and Aki were all fighting through the middle sector. Nice job, mate. Needs to to gain some ground, get back up into the positions he usually is. Short Mark is trying to get back up into his original position of first place after the first few corners. He's now going to have to go around the outside with Josh McGill defending to the inside. He's still holding it around the outside, and now they make contact with each other as they're going very aggressive, with Josh McGill having that outside line this time. As we come back into shot again, he's going to have the inside for turn 2. That doesn't matter though. Turn 3, sorry, that doesn't matter. Short Marcus moves up to first place. He went up the inside at turn 3 on Matthew, and now goes around the outside of Josh McGill at turn 3.
I was riding on board of Short Marcus there, and yeah, that was incredibly close between the two of them. Even making contact a little, giving each other a little kiss there, and just battling it out for that championship is what we love to see. The determination between each driver, both wanting that win. You see the gap already between Short Marcus and Josh McGill. It's over a second already. So he's not going to have a chance to fight back against them, against Red Bull Marcus.
Not yet, but he hasn't got the DRS, but he's got a lot more battery than the Red Bull. And as you can see, as we go down towards turn 1, he has closed up that gap by a few tenths. And as we go into turn 1 with the midfield, closely packed together, but no one going for an overtake at turn 1. So nice job, mate. Struggling in Hungary. Well, he's been at the top of the pack or around about that area for most of the season. Now down in the midfield in this race.
It looks like AJ Baker could possibly try and catch up just a little bit more to Chuck, then he could possibly get it that position with the aid of the DRS. Is looking at the battery of Chuck right now is pretty dead, and you could see that Alpine flashing away. Getting pulled along from Matthew just ahead in third place. God says one good thing I do like about the sparks that fly out the bottom of these F1 cars is that you could really tell how low the ground they are running.
Well, they're a lot lower than they used to be, and even in the game you can tell the suspension's much stiffer than it used to be as well. It doesn't put up with sort of curb demands that the old generation cars did.
Yeah, definitely.
In real life, they're supposed to be a bit better this year, so hopefully that'll be the same. These cars are very. They've not been my favourite this year to drive.
Yeah, fair.
They can be a little unpredictable. Just like we've seen out of the final corner, it's sometimes you think you're absolutely fine, and then within a blink of an eye, you're round facing the wrong direction with bits of your car missing.
Yep. Not the best, but we've seen Chuck still sitting steady right behind the back of that Mercedes. AJ Baker and Lee Craig following closely behind. With Irvin just that wee bit of...
Yeah, and some drivers have...
Oh, talking about Irvin, there he is. In his share of 360s. could be a way to go down into 10th
A
position.
nice job now. As well, he's lost it at turn 7 on the exit of the chicane in the middle sector. Just clouted the wall.
We've seen it still quite close. Oh, wait there. Yellow flagging.
Oh!
Josh McGill, he's made it past.
Obviously, he's made a mistake there. Yeah, made a mistake there that we hadn't seen. And oh my days, this has caused 6 drivers to all be within DRS of one another.
Oh, looked like Aki was about to have a move on his teammate there, but he decided he's with teammate going to have to wait it out. As Rock is having a look at Irvine as well.
And just as well, Lees, we're trying to see short markers desperately trying to get back past.
Oh, Matthew's went the wrong way! At turn 5 there. And I think this is everyone's tyres starting to...
Most people have got new tyres, Lee.
Yeah. That's it. Huh? Heh. Is weird. It seems like it's one of these tracks right now where you're going to have to make sure you've got a wee bit more downforce on than what you would usually require.
So the short marker is going to easily be able to get back past. He's got DRS wide open. He was getting closer and closer, but wasn't able to get past just yet. I think Josh has actually been quite smart here and left himself with a bit of battery to play with, and short Marcus has not. So I think that's and probably with which looks like Josh has got the lesser of the two on downforce. This is where that sort of setup it will kind of come into its own when you've got a bit more battery and you can defend down the straights and just hold them up through the corners. It's a good strategy, but it does put you under a huge amount of pressure.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just all about keeping your cool and being consistent. That's all he has to do right now. He's just managed to keep Marcus behind him in order to get that win. Because of course he's got Chuck and the Alpine just right behind him. We're seeing the yellow flag in sector 2.
Lee Craig.
Lee Craig doing his fair share of pirouettes now.
Yeah, he's down in 12th. I think that's the lowest he's going to fall for the time being. Matty Jones is a little bit further ahead. Is short Marcus, yeah.
Like
they bash wheels again. He's been very aggressive, pushing Josh McGill to the inside where he did want to be, but always short Marcus as he spun. No, he kept it, as we didn't actually see with the best camera angle there, but he just stayed in second place. And now Chuck is really going to be involved in the fight for the lead now. I don't think he's won in Sunday this season. It's been dominated by Josh short Marcus, and a nice job, mate, as we see Chuck behind before. Oh, Lee Craig gets himself a time penalty and he's DNF'd, but he's DNF'd in the pit lane. So we're not going to see another safety car. If we were to see a safety car now, it's going to be soft tyres to the end with around 10 laps to go.
Yep, but with that one up ahead for first position, this is allowing Chuck to catch right up. And depending on how things go right now,
and is he going to be able to go for it again? I feel like this is going to settle down for a little bit now, Lee, until we get to sort of maybe into the lap 30s now. We've seen this all season where they just they all stay nose to tail, but they just recharge the battery a little bit.
Oops, sorry, Aston McLaren's swapping places now. Aki moving up the inside.
Oh, I say that. Aki's now.
Aki.
Oh! He hasn't lost his wheel though, so he can carry on. But
I think he was paying too much attention to his teammate and making sure not to collide with him. And
he said got dragged into the wall.
Too much space. Yeah, he gave him a little bit too much space.
Yeah, but of course, when you get on the grass, it can have a tendency of actually dragging you in, can't it?
Yeah.
When you try and steer out.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one reason why I hate rallying games. Oh, you go that wee bit after track and then that's you getting dragged out.
We're back onto the start finish with the front three. And Short Marcus not gaining much time. Then he has the DRS assistance. And as I said, it looks like it's the case. And there's a bit of a cooling off period, a bit of a ceasefire at the moment, Lee, between the front three.
Yep, but Short Marcus is being quite clever right now. He's maintaining that battery quite well. So it looks like he's going to have to make sure he's got enough for a few laps time to stick in behind and just make sure it's going to be okay. Seeing Aki slotting on the medium tires. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look at that actually. Yeah, so they're both on the same age of tyre but on two different tyres. And the medium still looking like the better tyre at the moment as we see Short Marcus make his way out of the final corner following Josh McGill, and he saved up a bit of that battery this time, goes to the left then back to the right hand side again, brakes maybe a bit too late there, that caused them to have a bit of a collision. Moves up though, but is Josh McGill going to be thinking, I want that place back really, my friend, you've kind of just pushed me out the way.
Oh, and Chuck got a 3 second time penalty, battling with Josh McGill there, going around turn 3 there.
Yeah.
Now he's going to move down.
And now he's made a mistake as well, Josh McGill. Keep calm, my friend. The hard tyres may come back into play in a few laps. It'll probably be the better tyre. What do you think, Lee? It wasn't the cleanest of overtakes.
No, I reckon that it might be a little bit of a steward's decision after the race to decide what's going to happen. It was a little bit cheeky there, I will say. But me personally, I'd say it was a bit aggressive, I will say. So I've noticed that with.
It just looked like he just looked like Short Marcus outbraked himself a little bit and didn't make the apex at all.
Yeah, we've been battling it out for the majority of this race actually. I've noticed they've been a bit aggressive with each other, so I would say it's a bit of both.
A rivalry forming.
Yep.
Well, hopefully the three of them will stay for next season, because I've thoroughly enjoyed the battle between the three of them all season long.
Yep, and then Choco as well, he's not too far behind either. He's going to be in the DRS window of AJ Baker. Oh, is AJ Baker going to be able to get in the window? Chuck and Alpine just ahead. Just needs to shave off that tenth or two off his time. Fortunately for Alpha Tauri driver, it looks like he ain't going to be able to get it done. It looks like Chuckle is going to be able to have the DRS advantage over AJ Baker. If he gets this move done, then he could possibly be looking at a podium position with Chuck having that penalty there. Seems like everything's starting to calm down now. Certainly the top 5 here. You still there?
Yeah, sorry, I was just deep in thought. Short Marcus is pulling away slightly, but as I said, once we get into the 30s, which we are now, I'm actually on to lap 31, do you have a feeling those hard tyres may be the better tyre from about now onwards?
Yeah, I would say the medium tyres will be a way to start falling off the cliff now. Or around about now.
They're about 14, 15, 16 laps old, the soft tyres. Medium tyres. What do you reckon? Yeah, I definitely think.
Yeah, well, if it's a medium hard race, then most likely 35 laps. It's basically like Brazil, innit? 20 lap hards, 15 laps off, mediums. So, yeah. That was soft and medium on that track, to be honest, but you get the picture. You see AJ Baker is not able to make that gap between him and the Alpine truck ahead. Oh no, AJ Baker, is he going to... No, he's not. I thought he was going to get the DRS there from Ernie Bernie's ghosted lap down car, but he don't. Well, it looks like Chuckle just ain't got enough in that Red Bull to be able to get up close enough to be able to make a move on AJ Baker.
No, not just yet. That gap is stayed at about 1.4 seconds for a lap or two now, after he did increase it to 1.4, and I definitely think in this middle sector now, with the tyres the way they are, that Josh McGill has got a chance. So he's got a bit more battery as well than Short Marcus, so he's going to have 3 laps when they cross the line.
AJ Baker going a little bit off track there at turn 11 there. Just went a little bit wide, so it's just going to give Shuckle the advantage that he needs. As you can see him, he's right close to him now.
Well, of course, as well, with Chuck having the time penalty, these two are fighting for the final place on the podium.
Yep, exactly, and they'll both know this as well, as they'll both be able to see it on their little timing sheet up in the top left corner. And it looks like Chuckle is making that move going into turn 1, being a little bit later on the brakes, but he's being careful getting back on the throttle there. Just heard the revs going up and down the throttle there, making sure he's not going to be spinning out on them pretty much ancient hard compound tyres. No, currently he's sitting essentially P3. He's able to stay within that half-second gap. See, Matty Jones has pitted for them soft tyres now. He'll be going for that fastest lap of the race. So, Matty Jones fast lap, the rest of 1:18.345.
So Josh McGill now got that time under a second. He hasn't got the DRS though. He's going to have it for one lap. This could get very close. This really is the time now where the hard tyres are the better tyres. And he knows it. He's been very good through turns 4, 5 and 6 compared to Short Marcus.
Yep, he knows it's all or nothing now. He's either going to have to settle for second or go for it. Put everything on the line. He's coming around turn 11 now. Into 12, he's only point just over 3/4 of a second away from that first position.
He's just lost. The problem is as well, Short Marcus is really good in that final sector, and he will have DRS, but it's going to be a one and only deal here as we are on the final lap. He does get closer, almost half a second closer. And a DRS once again, but a shorter straight this time towards turn 2. And I think the only chance he's going to get is into the start of sector 3. Turn 12 and 13 is really his last chance now to go for an overtake. He's going to have the best middle sector he's done all afternoon. Matthew as well, close to AJ Baker as well.
Now Matthew could move up 2 places here, depending on how things go.
Yeah, he could. So, half a second between the top 2. We're going into the final couple of braking zones of the lap and the Grand Prix. Josh McGill knows it as well. Uses a track violation there. Got 2 in hand. And as we go around the final corner, Short Marcus is going to extend his lead in the championship and wins in Hungary, with Josh McGill coming home in second place. Chuck on the podium as well. It's a Red Bull 1-3, and Chuck finishes in 4th. Matthew, as Lee says, moves up a place. I think it was only a place, wasn't it, Lee? Not 2 places.
Yeah, he didn't manage to not keep that gap to Chuck, unfortunately. So he only moves up to P5. AJ Baker, with that penalty that he got in the last couple of laps there, or the last lap, puts him into P6. Nice job, mate. Comes home in P7. Irvin in P8. 9th was Prof. 10th, Joe Bradley, managed to come up from 15th there. Matty Jones, we're waiting on him. He's just coming around turn 12 now. And just got Arcade behind him. He's just going through sector 2 right now.
It was a... as we see the Williams spin there on the start finish straight. Yeah, it's been a slightly odd race for Nice Job Mate, finishing in 7th place. We'll wait for Aki to come across the line, and around the final corner he comes. Looks like he's going to hit that Williams. No, he hits the wall instead. So he finishes 12th. Joe Bradley, driver of the day. So, the final finishing orders for today's race. Short Marcus finished in the lead, starting in third place. It was a role reversed, actually, from the top three at the start of the race. His third place finished first, second was Josh McGill, who finished second, and Chuck, who started on pole, finished third. Chuck was fourth, Matthew was fifth, AJ Baker was sixth, seventh was Nice Job Mate, Irvine was eighth, ninth was Proth, Joe Bradley rounded out the top 10, 11th was Matty Jones, Aki was 12th, 13th was Ernie Burney, and a lap down, and Lee Craig and Tiegeman did not finish this race. So, thanks everyone who are watching this live or is watching this after it has been live. Thank you for watching. Next week, we have on Thursday Austria for the penultimate round of Thursday, and it looks like Chuckle will be able to wrap that one up next week. We also next week have Mexico for the penultimate round here, where potentially, I don't know, I haven't done the maths yet, Short Marcus will be able to clinch the title that week as well. Make sure to check us out tomorrow night for some PGS West Ham training. Please make sure to like, subscribe. Please, I'm getting all off the shot at the minute. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Me and Lee will see you again on Thursday, as I said, in Austria. You'll see me again tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. It's goodbye from me.
Peace out from me.
And have a good bank holiday weekend, guys.